guys, I just woke up and I'm waiting for my mom to come downstairs, and I thought today I might show you what 2 days in the life of a restaurant owner look like. For those of you that are new here, my mom owns 2 restaurants. Hopefully you enjoy, and let's get into the video. So first thing my mom does on this day is she goes and feeds the chickens and the goats because they're hungry. And we actually don't have these chickens anymore. We ate them all, and we gave back the goat to the guy that gifted them to us because my parents said that they don't have time for them, so that's really sad. And then we go straight to the cafe nearby and we buy some brioche for breakfast. And then we're on our way. We arrive at her first restaurant, and first thing she does is she makes herself a coffee, a nice espresso macchiato, and then she eats her raisin brioche. And then she goes straight into the kitchen, her favorite place. Working in the kitchen and just cooking in general is my mom's biggest passion. Here she's calling the vegetable market to place an order for vegetables. And then she meets my dad and they're discussing about this fridge that broke. And here's my dad attempting to fix the fridge. Everybody's already started getting ready for lunch, and my mom is just telling Ilaria, one of the employees, the menu of the day. She decides the menu every day, and every day is different, and Ilaria just writes it on Facebook.
Pasticetta alla sorrentina. Un'ora 200 grammi.
After answering a few questions, she goes in her little office area and she calls the fridge company to order a piece that they need to fix the fridge.
Roma, Imola, Como, Ancona, Milano, Bologna, Imola. Punto.
Not even 30 minutes later, she's back in the cafe. She's making a cappuccino for my dad and another coffee for herself. And then she's helping her cousin to load all of these things into her van so that they can bring them to the other restaurant. At 10:20 a.m. we are going to the grocery store. Honestly, before I filmed this video, I didn't realize how much time my mom spends in the grocery store. 50% of this video is filmed inside a grocery store, which is crazy. But she told me that she finds different deals in different grocery stores. After our cart was finally full, we head to the cashier. My mom is always on the phone because the employees call her all the time for instructions. And then she's paying, this is her total, and she goes back because she forgot something. Shortly after, we're back in the restaurant, and now everybody is rushing to get everything ready before 12 because that's when we're opening. My mom is helping everybody out. Here they're making gnocchi with mozzarella cheese, tomato sauce, and basil, I think. And then they're gonna put these in the oven. Then she's cutting up some mango to make some fruit cups. And then she's on to making a tuna sauce with eggs, pickles, and mayo. And while that's blending, she's preparing a sauce for a pasta. Here she approves the tuna sauce that she just made, and she pulls out this thing from the oven. It's veal. She starts slicing it. She's making some for takeout and some for the restaurant. And then she covers the veal in this tuna sauce that she made earlier. This is meant to be eaten cold, as well as the pasta salad that is next to it. Then we're off to deliver the food that people order for takeout. When we come back, the restaurant had already opened. Every lunch we have about 200 customers that come in. This is the menu of the day. We have different food stations for each course. In Italy, first course is pasta, second course is meat or fish, and third course is vegetables. And the price for a dish ranges from 2 to 5 euros, as it's meant to be affordable food for employees on their lunch break, because this restaurant is located in the industrial area of my city, where there are a lot of factories, and all the people that work in these factories come to have lunch here. And here's my dad, he's the cashier. My mom's serving a few customers, but actually her main role is to continuously make food to replenish the trays so that the customers have always fresh food to choose from. So this is what she's doing here. She's just remaking the same dishes over and over so that every tray is always full. Mind you, she's all alone in the kitchen cooking all this food because all of the other workers are outside serving the customers. So yeah, I don't know how she does it. Today is Friday and it's a tradition for our restaurant to make fried fish on Friday. Then of course during the rush a delivery person comes in to deliver a whole bunch of sausages, so my mom just has to put those away. I had to go pick up my little sister from school, and when we got back, all the employees were having lunch, including my mom, and the restaurant was already closed. After lunch, my mom was doing some laundry for the restaurant, and then she's back in the kitchen. This time they're cooking for a private event that they have tomorrow. They're making typical Moldovan/Romanian dishes because all of the private events that they have at this restaurant are Moldovan or Romanian, because my mom is from Moldova and she's really well known in the Moldovan community of our city for making the best traditional food. Also, remember the soup because I'm gonna show you what's gonna be turned into tomorrow. After that, she has a little meeting with my dad to discuss what's out of stock so that she knows what she needs to buy. And then she's just gossiping with some of her employees. We're back in the car and we're going to the store called Cash and Carry to buy a whole bunch of random things like paper towel, Coke, and stuff like that. We're on our way again, and guess where we're going next? Another store. Here she's getting mostly fish and meat. That's her total, and then she's paying by check, which I thought was really funny because I've never seen that before. And my poor car was already so packed at this point. On our way to her second restaurant, we stopped at this cafe where we got some pastries that we ate in the car. At 7:30 p.m. we got to her second restaurant. This restaurant is a normal restaurant where customers actually sit down and order from the menu, compared to the other one that was a cafeteria. Here my mom is the main chef and she cooks pretty much all of the food, and the other two employees that work with her in the kitchen just assist her with everything that she needs, like cleaning and cutting the produce, plating the food, and so on. Here you can see a little bit of the foods that we serve at this restaurant. We have a very big menu with lots of variety, with dishes ranging from burgers to meat, fish, pizza, and more. My mom cooks all of these dishes except for the pizza because my uncle Giuseppe is the pizza man here. Here's my uncle making the pizzas. His pizzas taste so good, I'm telling you guys, I'm craving one just watching this video. At 10:30 p.m. there was no more orders to make, and so my mom started to make a meringue cake. She makes all of the desserts for the restaurant, and they're always changing based on what she's feeling like making. Once the cake is ready, one of the servers puts it in the freezer because it's meant to be eaten frozen. She also made some cheesecakes with goat, ricotta cheese, and cherries. After that, she quickly changed and we all went with my dad and my sister to the local fruit bar. It's basically a bar that specializes in exotic fruit and they have the best watermelons. So yeah, this is us having watermelon all together as a happy family to end the day. I know it was supposed to be a day in the life of a restaurant owner, but I filmed the following day as well because why not? So Saturdays start a little later for my mom because the cafeteria is closed at lunch on the weekend and we only open at night for private events. After getting some brioche for takeout, we head out to her first restaurant, the cafeteria, where we have breakfast all together with my dad. After breakfast, my mom goes into the kitchen where some of our employees are already there getting ready for the events that they have at night. Here's the chicken soup that I showed you yesterday. They turned it into meat jelly, which is a typical Romanian dish. So they're just setting up for tonight here. There's gonna be a private party. I don't know if it's a baptism or like a birthday party. And it's not done yet. It's gonna be much prettier later, so I'll show you later. But basically, let me show you what we do. This is the side of the restaurant that I showed you yesterday, where like all the people were getting their food here. So like we put all the stuff in here, like the extra chairs and everything. And then we have this giant door. And we close it off so that you can't see that side of the restaurant. Dov'è che andiamo adesso? We ended up getting 3 carts full of things, and this is our total. Right after that, we're going to her second restaurant. She's unloading everything we just bought, and because she got there late and lunchtime was already over, there was no more orders to make, and so she's washing all of the dishes to help out the employees so that they can go home earlier. Then she prepared us some bigoli, which is this kind of pasta that you're seeing, with duck ragu. And she packed it up because we're gonna bring it home so we can eat together with my sister. After lunch, my mom took a nap because she's going to be working all night today. And at 6:30 p.m. we went to her first restaurant, the cafeteria. And here, as I told you earlier, there's 2 private events. This one that I'm showing you is a baptism, and then there's gonna be another one at the back of the restaurant because we have another room at the back that we only use for private events. And this is the back. It should be a wedding here tonight. Ciao. And then while I was filming this, my mom left and went to the grocery store again. And so while I'm waiting for her, I'm just hanging out with the employees and looking at all the dishes that they're preparing for tonight. All the behind the scenes. Once we got back, we drove to her other restaurant. This is my little sister Marty. She works here every weekend to help out my parents, and her friend Eliza is super supportive and she comes to help her out too. Here's my dad. He also helps out my uncle on the weekends because they get a lot of orders for pizza. His only job is to put the pizzas in the oven and take them out when they're ready. And in the kitchen, here's my mom. She's getting ready for the dinner rush. Here she's prepping some horse meat, and then she's cutting up some fish. And then the orders started to come in, and so she's cooking everything that the customers ordered. At around 10 p.m. there was no more orders and everybody was already cleaning up the kitchen, but my mom decided to start making some mango gelato. She went to a gelato school a few years back and she bought this very expensive gelato machine, and so now she's making gelato all the time. And I'm not complaining because I had a scoop of this and it was the best mango gelato I've ever had. After that, it's time to leave this restaurant to go back to the other one because my mom is going to be working here all night cooking for the private events. If you guys have watched my What I Eat in a Week in Moldova, you'll know that Moldovan parties last until the morning. And I didn't end up staying because I had to drive my sister and her friend home. But my mom came back home at 4 a.m. just to do it all again the day after, and the day after that, and the day after that, and so on. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed and you got a glimpse of what a day in the life of a restaurant owner in Italy looks like. And thank you for watching, and I will see you in my next video.